Hey guys, Harrison, I'm back at it once again with a brand new video for you, and this is a live commentary of me and the race in Montreal. Now, one thing I've got to point out here, and this is a quick announcement, but don't worry, this is a good announcement. The good news is that because you guys seem to like my Monaco live commentary so much, I'm going to do this now permanently for every race for the rest of the season. Ah, good news, no rain. Excellent. So, every race you see for the remainder of the season will be live. So, as it happens, I will commentate. Because apparently you guys seem to like the last one so much, which is good to see. So my objective is to finish second. I've got a brand new set of options on. And one more thing I'd like to point out to you guys. This is a reason why this video is called Raising the Stakes. It's because I've listened to you guys and it's like... Okay, when I started this series, it was to try and be realistic and try not to be like every other commentator or player of the game who won no matter what car they were driving in and, you know, just generally didn't look realistic. And I didn't think what I was doing on Expert was realistic either. So I dropped the difficulty to Professional for a few races, but then I was winning everything. So that didn't really work either. So, you know, it's like, okay, what do I do here in this situation? I kept rolling with going on Expert. And, Legend AI. So I kept it to Professional. And, you know, it's like, it's weird. I was in two minds the whole time about what difficulty to play on, and you guys seem to notice that, you know, I think it was Crouch Fella who pointed out to me that, you know, you said you were trying to be realistic, yet you're winning every race now. So yeah, I'm now back on Legend AI, which now will make this race even more interesting, because I used to play defensive all the time. Now I'm really going to have to play defensive on Expert because I'm starting on pole and these guys are way faster than me. Probably. So let's see what happens here. First lap seems to be going pretty well, so I'm going to knock the fuel mix lap down to mix 2. Got a nice little lead going over button here. Oh, oh. Minor hit on the Wall of Champions there. Lucky no damage there. That last chicane is an absolute nightmare. If you hit the curb or you go at it too aggressively, you're gonna hit the wall. Ask Michael Schumacher, Mika Hakkinen, and everyone else who's hit the wall over the years. Oh, here's a challenge for anybody in the comments. How many guys can you name who's hit the Wall of Champions? I think I gave you 2 just there. Well, I don't know if there's anybody else. I'll have to wait and see on that one. Let's see how smart you guys are. I know you guys are good with your knowledge. Probably more than I am. But to be fair, I'm thinking on the fly most of the time when I'm doing these videos, so... cut me some slack, guys, okay? Now, if I eventually end up winning this one, purely because my defensive driving is beast, please don't complain about it in the comments. I'm sure from Valencia onwards it's going to be way more interesting. Probably. Buttons coming right at me. I feel like Sebastian Vettel at Montreal last year, which I think currently stands as my all-time favourite race. I mean, holy crap.
You can now use DRS.
Wasn't that race just amazing? You know, the rain, the torrential downpour, the McLarens hitting each other, Webber hitting Hamilton. Whoa. How did I save that? I don't even know. Okay, how am I 3 seconds ahead now? Did something happen with Button back there? What the hell happened? I'm not complaining, let's go. Lap 6 is my pit stop. But man, how epic was Montreal 2011? Seriously, probably my all-time favourite race. Loved it. The torrential rain, the fact it went on for so long, Jenson Button going through the pits, I think it was 6 times, but still won the race. How much better was he in that car and in changeable conditions than everyone else? I mean, I asked you guys in my Shanghai race review, and thanks everybody who watched that, by the way. It's got over 2,000 views now.
We think Webber is going to pit sometime within the next 5 laps.
I see, aren't the race... Wait a minute, something I want to point out here. Aren't the race engineers just stupid and pointless? Notice how they said...
Webber's really going
I don't know, didn't you notice he just said they're going to pit sometime in the next 5 laps? What's the point? That's a useless comment on a 14-lap race. Anyway, Webber's now starting to reel me in a little bit here, which he probably should in the Red Bull. But, I mean, a lot of people were... I remember a lot of people were bored of Sebastian Vettel by this point. Saying, let's have someone else win, let's have a fresh face, and then Button beat him, and I swear to God, my Twitter timeline exploded when Button passed Vettel, when Button made that mistake, where I think it was turn 5, on the last lap. Vettel choked, he showed he was fuming for the first time. But a lot of you guys in the comments, on my last video, like I said, my Shanghai race review, when I asked you guys, who's your favourite driver? A lot of you guys said Jenson Button. I know he's very popular in the sport. And I can see why. I really like Jenson, actually. Character, funny guy, very honest, very genuine. And, you know, a very smooth and talented racer. Jesus, man. Webber did a 112? It's going to be my DRS zone very shortly. But like I said, Jenson's a very likeable guy, very smooth driver, and his team are excellent tacticians. Whenever it's changeable weather conditions in a race, put your money on Jenson Button, because he is so good in those kind of races, it's not even funny. God, and now Webber's all over the back of me. I think the tyres are definitely starting to fade a little bit now. I think that's part of the reason why. Because since I played with the spring set to 7, it gives me a little bit more grip, but it does also mean my tyres wear a little bit faster. Webber now got a bit defensive. Into the last chicane. He's going to have DRS. Looks like they did a good job blocking him off on that one.
The pit crew are ready for you at the end of this lap. Hit this lap.
Up by 8 tenths. He's going to reel me in again, isn't he? Yep, he's right there. I think the tyres still feel okay. Okay, not really. Oh crap. Vettel doing 112.7s out there. Will be defensive again. Sorry, Marky Mark. No way I'm letting you through. See, the thing is, there's not many guys I really don't like in Formula 1, to be honest with you. I mean, there was a nice little mix of comments when I asked you guys, and there was a lot of Vettels. There was a fair few Buttons. I think Button was the most popular one. There was a lot of Hamiltons I noticed as well. Also, that's what Webber isn't pitting in. Interesting. But like I said, it seemed to be a lot of guys. A lot of guys who like Lewis Hamilton for his driving style. And you know what? While I don't like Lewis as a person, I think he can act like a petulant child. And you know, you can see why. Because he was born into the sport with a silver spoon in his mouth, to a degree. Because if you think about it, he was raised by McLaren and Ron Dennis since the time he was 10. He was always going to be their guy. Eventually, it was only going to be a matter of when. So you can see he's got the whole silver spoon, you know, put in his mouth mentality when it comes to the sport, and sometimes acts a bit like a petulant kid. But I must admit, he is the nearest thing we have to an Ayrton Senna in Formula 1. Super aggressive, drives to win kind of character, and Trust me, considering how much I love and admire Ayrton Senna, that's about as big a compliment as I can give him. Trust me on this. Honestly, I can totally see why people like him so much. I mean, to me, you know, I've always got a little bit of bias towards him because he's black and he's British like me. I'm gonna be straight up with this one. I take a little bit of pride in that, and there's nothing wrong with that at the end of the day. I know many other guys out there who watch Formula 1 would share my view on this. And you know, I've started to warm to Lewis this season. It looks like he's definitely grown up a bit this year. He leads the World Championship, he's been talking about consistency, and he's saying the right things this time round. So you know what? Props to him. I like the cut of his jib, and I like what he's saying. So you know what? Maybe he's all-round Webber's coming out here. He's come out ahead of me. Shit. Pardon my language. Can I try and get him here? Oh! We can have a dogfight here. Use all my curves here to try and line him up in the DRS zone here.
We've got to find a way past. We're being held up.
Webber's not breaking me here. I like this. To the hairpin. Yeah, baby. That's the Hamilton we know. From now on, you can all call me Andre Hamilton, because that was awesome. Uh-oh. Here comes Raging Red Bull.
Just put in a new fastest lap.
Honestly, I'm going to end up reviewing this game later this week. An actual review of what I think of the game. To give you a sneak preview in advance, I really do think the AI needs to be more aggressive in this game. I know Codemaster said they made the AI more aggressive for certain people, but depending on their driving personalities and driving styles, I don't see it. It's actually pretty easy to drive defensively in this game and not give up a pass.
We're being caught by the guy behind. Push.
There's no doubt about it, I'm holding these guys up though. I'm just not as fast as some of these guys up front. I mean, some of these guys are a second a lap faster than me. I think it's only going to be a matter of time if whether I pass these guys or not, or whether makes a mistake and Massa gets in the mix, which he is back there. Let's see, we have just over 5 laps to go. Webber with DRS again. Let's get around the outside, that's not going to work. Also, there seems to be some kind of glitch on this track where you get a double dip DRS zone around here. The back straight and then the front straight afterwards as well. There seems to be 2 DRS zones, which I think is a silly glitch. So I don't think there was 2 DRS zones in real life. I don't know if they've changed that for next season or not. I don't think they need to, because what I didn't mention in the Chinese Grand Prix was that there was a ton of overtaking. It was great. One of the most entertaining overtaking races I've seen in years. A lot of great overtaking, and not even on the DRS zone and the hairpin either. That didn't really come into play till the end. Some just great overtaking and you know, great aggressive driving, but nobody crashed or got hurt. That was the great thing about it. Webber, he's going around the outside of me now. It's not going to work. See, there's the second one, and get DRS down there too. And now Webber's got to defend from Massa. The good news is I'm getting slightly faster now. Back to back with lost steps on my personal best. Four to go. Can I hang on? I definitely feel more confident in the car now, that's for sure. So I've got to mention, this is one of my favourite tracks. I love the high-speed tracks. I've said this before in my videos, and I really like this track. It's simple. There's a lot of places where you can pass somebody. It's an aggressive style of track. It's heavy on the brakes, high speed. I love it. Nothing not to like about this track. The Gilles Villeneuve circuit. I love it. We need more tracks like this. We don't need any more fancy tracks with long, complicated, winding sections. Note, Abu Dhabi, I'm looking at you. Now I'm trying to think of a decent video question for you guys. Give me a minute on this. Webber has to yield again. He hasn't got the speed. I'm glad I set my gearing up to be a little bit higher than normal now, because I love that this scrap has now brought Alonso into play. Would you look at that? 2 laps exactly the same time. See? I'm consistent. Robot-like consistency. I actually got that achievement too. I actually did it in practice for this race. Alonso did a 1:12.5. Holy smokes. So these guys on the top of the field are literally a second a lap faster than me. That's pretty crazy. So guys, you wanted the realism, I'm giving it to you, one way or another. Maybe not so much this race because I started on pole, but definitely next time around. I think it's Valencia next. I promise you, it'll be on Legend AI, and you'll get the realism you so desperately crave. Again, I think it's just a minority thing, and I think many people don't mind the fact I play on professional, but if I play on expert and it makes my videos more entertaining for you guys to watch, I have no problem with that. I really don't. I've always said, it's your channel as much as mine. I listen to all feedback, positive or negative, and you know, I do what I think is best for my videos, and if you guys want to see more of that, I have no problem with that at all. Ah, 13.2, I've got a bit of speed here, haven't I? Let's up the fuel mix to 3 here. Last 2 laps. Hopefully I have a better chance down the straights of protecting myself from Webber now. There's a train appearing behind me now. This is getting bad here. Bit too early on the brakes around there. There you go. I think these guys are trying to pass me that corner, and it costs them time to do that around there because it's really one at a time around there. Oh crap! I was terrible around the marbles there. Hamilton did a 1:12.0. That boy is a freak. Oh, that I'm definitely faster down that back straight now. Final lap.
You're increasing your lead over Webber. He's slightly slower than you.
1 second ahead of Webber. Again, I caught the marbles there. Tyres are now starting to fade on this one. So I better hit the cliff like Raikkonen did. This is a second behind now. Holy smokes! I might knock him out of the DRS zone here. Hopefully, he still looks pretty distant back there. Maybe he's at the cliff back there. Who knows? Okay, maybe not. Ow! Hit the wall a bit there. Hamilton again with another 1:12. Not that it really matters. Come on, just a chicane and the wall of champions left. Come on, 1 and 2. Yeah, back out a bit, but that's fine. I'm gonna hang on. Harrison wins in Montreal. Yes. That was awesome. I really didn't think I was going to beat Webber like that. I beat him on the track, pound for pound, round a corner. I think that was pretty sweet as it goes. That pass around the last corner was definitely the highlight of that one. So quick look at the grid here. I win. Webber second. Felipe Massa in third. Something you can only dream of in the real Formula 1. Fernando Alonso in fourth. Nico Rosberg fifth. And Kamui Kobayashi in sixth for Sauber. Vitaly Petrov in seventh. Sebastian Vettel in eighth. Heinfeld ninth. And Jamie Alguersuari running off the points in 10th. Now what happened with Button? 17th place, a minute 23 behind the field. What happened to him? I'd love to know what happened to him. Now I might have to watch the replay and check that out for myself after this recording or something. But yeah, there you go. Michael Schumacher and Jamie D'Ambrosio didn't finish. Interesting. But anyway, looking at the World Championship standings, I now have a 40-point lead over Mark Webber in second. Fernando Alonso 5 behind on 92. Constructors, Ferrari have now overtaken me due to their strong points finish in this race. I think third and fourth is 27 points compared to my 25. So Ferrari overtake me in the Constructors. But there we go. And another race win. Again, kind of unintentional, but you can say I definitely earned that one. No doubt about it, because these guys were furious and definitely faster than me. No doubt about it. By about a second a lap, I pointed out there in the video. But, again, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know what you thought in the comments. And I will catch you next time. I've been Harrison101. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and sayonara.